Hey, what's going on? Richard was asking a little bit about some of these chunka rock and roll sounds, and that's just the way band guys might talk to each other. You might tell your drummer how to make a drum roll. You might say blunka blunka or something ridiculous. So, for guitar, we call chunka like. That's an easy way to do it. Uh, That's the index on the 5th string, 2nd fret. I'm hitting an open E plus the B. That's a root and a 5th. And if you hit them together, you got an E5. That's a power chord. So, let's say you did some straight 8th note rocking. It'd be like. You're counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you're just rocking. Straight rock. Okay, with chunka, you're going to add an accent on 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so on 2 and 4 you're adding your ring finger to the 4th fret of the 5th string, which is a 6th interval of an E major scale. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we're adding the 6th interval on the 2 and 4 beats. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, hopefully that's going okay for you. You can now let's say you want to do the key of F. Now we got a problem because you have to stretch out. So you make your F power chord, the root and the 5th. Accenting on the 2 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that'd be key of F because that's an F note. If you know that's F, you're good. Bring it up 1 fret, you got F sharp. Same thing. 1 more fret is G. 1 more fret up is G sharp. 1 more fret is A. 1 more fret is A sharp. 1 more fret is B. Same thing as we started with. And now let's add one thing to it. You can do this. B is a good one to do this. You're going to go. So you're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so we're still hitting on the 2 and 4, but we're adding a 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so I'm talking about timing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and so that's a bigger stretch. That's called a flatted 7th or a dominant 7th interval of the scale. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. A flatted 7th is what we're hitting on the 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 2 and 3 and 4 and so that. Let me know how that stretch is going for you. When I started out, oh boy, I don't know where I picked that up from. Maybe listening to Beatles records like Roll Over Beethoven or something, or Chuck Berry. If you make a mistake and only go that far, it sounds pretty weird, doesn't it? So that's not far enough to that. So let's say you can only go that far. You can practice that. Sounds a little dissonant, but it's kind of cool. That's kind of awful, but I like it for certain things. Sounds pretty twisted. I'm just used to that. And then work your way up to, you know, that distance up there. Then you can work it a little farther. Maybe even farther. And farther. Ouch. So that hand can really spread out. And you just got to think big with that spread. I'm a very small person. I got average little fingers and stuff and junk, whatever, but I can still get that stretch going. So, you know, it doesn't really matter how large your hands are, unless they're freakishly small or giant. I think it's worse to have giant, you know, if your hand is as big as a baseball glove, that's going to be pretty hard to fit in here and hit those. So whatever you got, just work with it. And that's Chunka rhythm guitar. It's just kind of a funny thing to call it, but hey, it's fun. So let me know if you like that. If you have any questions, I'll make a follow-up video just for you. Thanks a lot. See ya.